That's where I'm gonna have to go then, because I usually buy all my stuff online, but it just takes like. You want some light in here? Or no?
Yeah. Turn that light on. That'll look pretty good. I was wondering how much brighter that'd make it, but I closed these blinds too because the backlight was looking a little kooky. And a brand new place. Look at us, guys.
We made it.
I'm not fucking laying down on this one, everybody. I'm straight up this time. I'm Paula Abdul.
Yeah, we got to plant both our feet, all our feet on the floor.
And then a Paula Abdul song.
Sure.
Five.
Sounds like one of those ones they forced on us 100 times in a row.
Yeah, probably. You know, isn't that weird that people just sometimes make you listen to a song, and if you don't want to listen to it, you have to anyways?
You gotta, like, sit there and shake your head, like when they ask you, like, did you like that part? You're like,
Oh, that part. I know exactly which part you're talking about.
Which is funny because, like, when you send me songs and I'm like, I have no idea who they are, most of the time I have to say, actually, every single one you've sent me, I enjoy listening to.
I don't send a song unless I really enjoy it, and there's usually has to be something that stands out about it. Too.
Right.
There'll usually be one unique thing about it, and it's also a little catchy.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you. I'll keep on sending them your way then.
Yeah, and I've been looking for other things, but what was the ones Cancer Slug. I'm like,
you're huge.
I'm
surprised you're not wearing a Cancer Slug.
I am actually gonna order one here soon. So
that's where tax refunds going.
Yep, exactly.
Cancer Slug.
Yeah.
Check them out, folks.
I mean, they have one of their songs is called what is it? Women tied up in my basement making babies to kill. So
it's for the whole family.
Yeah, it's a family song though.
It's a family. What was the song? What was the first one you had me listen to? I remember I listened to 2 of them and I said, "All right, that'll do."
I'm hung like Jesus.
He was this long. Right?
We give no shits.
Hell yeah!
I was trying to recruit Sean into my religious cult this weekend since I was getting recruited. Sent to that movie trailer.
Steve sent me just a brutal,
pretty suckhole, if you ask me.
I thought it was a joke at first. It was just so religious that it was literally just like comedic to the point. It was like religious propaganda almost at just a hilarious level. That's what I get thrown
my way about 2 or 3 times a week, just trying to save me. I don't know if I need a shirt printed up that says "Please stop trying."
You look like a person that needs saved.
I appreciate that.
You also look like a person that really saves. Talking about the...
Hey, this was $1 at the thrift store, so you might be onto something. And my tendencies.
I never noticed how long your nose was.
I catch a breeze every time.
I told you guys it's because air's free.
Oh, shit.
Especially in America.
Mm-hmm.
We got some fucking free ass air here. Come and breathe it up, folks. I welcome immigrants. I'm alright with them. They're usually pretty friendly.
Where would we get, like, pizza, tacos?
Oh, yeah.
You know.
And they work at, like... And all of our factories and stuff, like anything that's made in America is usually made by like an immigrant.
That's true. That is really true.
There's nothing more anti-American than the dollar store.
Oh,
dollar store crap is literally.
It is. Yeah, that's the made in China store.
90% outsourced.
Yep. Just all get shipped on over here and shoved up our asses, and we enjoy it. We're consumers, you know.
Well, it's a capitalist market.
We consume, yeah. Americans consume. Look at us big fucking Americans. If us 3 went to another country, we would just dwarf everyone. You realize that? We would just be fucking monsters among men.
We also probably could dwarf, like, everyone at a China buff. I bet we could tear through some.
Oh, dude. There we get kicked out. Here's an interesting fact. This jacket I ordered, I had to order it in Chinese. Guess what size I am in China?
Are you 3X?
I'm a 3X. I'm extra large.
I wasn't going to say it, but it's pretty snug.
I know, it's very snug. I'm gonna have to quit gaining here soon because it's.
Oh, you big American.
We are. We would be huge anywhere else.
It's all the mass you're cultivating, bro.
I'm trying to cultivate. I've been steady at 205 though for a minute.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been trying. I want to gain more though. I want to be as big as a house, dude.
You want to be the Rock?
Fat Mac.
Ooh, Fat Mac.
But he got like jacked after that.
Yeah, he got like the V thing going down right there. Like,
you think he does steroids?
I don't know, like, cause I watched when he was on like Jimmy Kimmel or whoever, they were like talking about like him going from Fat Mac to like ripped. And he goes, I hated every single fucking day of it.
Really?
Oh yeah, because he's like I'm miserable. I couldn't eat anything.
And that was just going from being a big fatty too of
everything, and just being like completely just fucking like glistened. It's just over. Just I mean,
just like sweating grease.
Yeah. Just I mean, it's ridiculous, but he just. Yeah, he was not happy about doing any of it because he just could not eat what he wanted to, and he basically had to eat like eggs and just very low carb.
Oh yeah.
But then like work out for 4 hours and doing like heavy training shit.
He probably is all natural then.
Who was it? You guys familiar with Penn and Teller?
Oh yeah,
he
love those guys. They're the ones that made me not religious anymore. I watched like their bullshit on religion, and
that was a classic.
Dude, bullshit was a funny fucking
great show. But he lost all his weight in that train. Like he's like, if you're gonna do it, lose all the weight first, and then do the exercise because it.
Yeah, you can't really turn fat into muscle. That's like a myth.
I think he said he was living off of just potatoes, just raw potatoes and water.
He wasn't even cooking the motherfuckers.
Nah.
He
said it dulled his taste bud. Dulled his taste buds, so everything tasted better.
Dude, like, that's probably like a green banana. Just
yeah, we got plenty of those at work.
Yeah.
Well, that's like you starve your body so it wants to use up what it has, like your fat, and then.
I know you can't build muscle while you're losing weight. That's something I learned. So like as long as if you're trying to like lose your fat, you're not gonna like gain a lot of muscle.
Right.
You have to like pretty much gain
muscle
fat
first before the fat.
You just have to be in a surplus to gain weight.
Yeah, because you got to burn off most of your fat before you gain.
I've noticed the diet I usually do anytime I'm trying to watch my figure is just like eating once a day. Because I can go a whole day without eating and be fine, you know what I mean? Like after the first couple days of it, you kind of get used to it. And
yeah, it's usually the extra calories.
Oh yeah,
these get on top of you in a hurry.
This doesn't count as eating.
No, but it's still 1,800 calories.
I know. Well, as long as you keep active, you burn them. You know, this is literally gasoline. I'm putting some gas in my tank.
That's a good point.
I'm pretty.
Whatever you gotta tell yourself.
I'm pretty fueled up, boys. So.
I'm an alcoholic. This is actually. I'm glad you guys are here.
This is our intervention.
This is our intervention.
Who goes first?
That would be a really good podcast of us
rehab together.
Like intervention between each other.
A pod from rehab.
Steve,
all three of
this is how you hurt me because you're drinking.
You know what?
I can show you on the doll where he hurt me.
Shit.
I did my first one. Somebody recommended AA, and I was like, "This is awful," and I'm never coming back. It was everybody gossiping about everybody else.
So you've
drinking.
been to a
I've
meeting?
been to one AA meeting.
Yeah, you ever been to one?
Horrible.
When they broke up that big party when I was 20, they not only took about $400 worth of alcohol, but they told us like, "Hey, you guys got to pay all these fines and shit, court costs," and then it was. you guys got to go to AA.
Oh, court
and
order.
I'm like, nah. And I went to one, and they're like, do you believe in Jesus? I'm like,
oh,
that was the problem right there because the lady.
That's a conversation killer.
Just come. It's not religious. We're just there hanging out, trying to get better. And the first thing out of their mouth was a prayer. I was like, nah. Check out.
Well, that's the thing though. Like, I don't
Please.
I don't hate people using religion to better themselves.
Oh yeah.
Because my dad was an alcoholic, and when he finally said he was done, he found religion, and he became a pastor and all other stuff, and he cleaned himself up, and you know.
For some people it's the absolute right thing.
Yeah, and I'm not bashing anybody about that, but for me, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't need you to be like, did you find your Lord and Savior yet? And I'm
Clip this, folks. In 10 years, we're going to put this to the test. LJ's going to be walking around with a Bible in his hand and
throwing
salt. What are they? The holy
holy
water.
waters.
There we go.
Dunking kids, just grabbing their faces, just dunking them in the.
Did you ever see that video of that pastor that dropped the baby when he was he was given a baptism?
What was it?
And he just said that motherfucker got like a wet frog.
But I've seen ones where they take them like by their legs and they're like, dude, and just
sometimes
throw them at their parents like dunk. Woo!
Yeah, they fucking dunk that thing like
While we're on it, do you guys ever notice how many people bottom out before they find Jesus? Like, really?
Yeah. I guess that's where Jesus hangs out.
I guess.
With all them low mofos.
Shit. Yeah, likes the bottom. Yeah. Me too, Jesus.
Well, do you guys want me to start off with my story? Because it's a pretty...
Yeah, hit us with that doozy.
So, last night was the father-daughter dance, and they changed it from 6 to 6:30 that day. So we got there at 6, and everyone's like, "Hey, why didn't they listen yet?" And I looked, and it's 6:30. So we sat back out in the car and hung out, and we got out.
Doctor's office.
Oh, God, it was fucking packed. I mean,
all the daddies came out.
It was $1. It was $1 to get in. So they probably made over like.
Oh man, I didn't know there was a cover charge.
It's a scam.
Well,
it is.
They probably made over like a couple $1,000 because most of that they had 5s. So it was like here, and they're like, "Oh, give me your change." Like, nah, just keep it.
Damn.
Just keep it. And I'm like, nah, here's $1. I'm
like, yeah, that guy paid for both of us.
Yeah, he paid for like the past 20 people. Yeah, so I'm like, here's $1. Yeah, you get that's what you asked for. That's what you get. And
you got to use the old trick. Do you guys take Venmo or cards? I don't have any cash.
Yeah.
I know you can use that now.
Do you guys take PayPal? But it was just so funny because you could tell that like probably about a quarter of the dads just did not want to be there at all.
Just looking at the other dads, like, was there a lot of awkward eye contact going on?
At ours, it was a lot of guys. They're just sitting around talking to each other. Not once did they dance with their daughters. Their daughters are out running around.
Oh, yeah, we hung out at the bar before.
Shit, I danced with Addie. 3 songs? They had the last song that came on. I danced with was Neil Diamond, Sweet Caroline. Ooh. And I was like, ooh, yeah. So
every white person better have hit the floor when that banger dropped.
Oh yeah, I was out there dancing with her, and but it was so funny because I'm like, I don't know if I should wear a hat in there, but then when I walk in there was like probably about 200 other dads that had hats on.
Oh, okay.
And dude, it was like a couple of them were wearing like custom made like suits. Like
Jesus.
they were like tailor made, like just form fitting and everything.
These
suspenders.
You realize your daughter went to school with so many lawyers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because their daughters were walking around like
fucking
tiaras
dorks.
And like
fuck you guys.
Yeah.
All your fucking money.
and
fucking suck.
I mean, unless you want to sponsor.
But then
You
again,
want to sponsor the pod, though.
I was kind of like
Retract our statement.
oh right. Well, it was like I was like towards like the middle, like low end because I wore one of my sweaters or whatever, and it was there was guys that were like looked like they were crackheads that were wearing like Affliction t-shirts.
Oh yeah,
and just I mean.
Eyes huge and all.
Oh yeah, just bugged out and shit, and they were just like, yeah. And then they weren't dancing with their daughter; they were just out there dancing on the dance floor just by themselves.
just looking for wallets. Looking for wallets.
I'm like, holy shit!
You know their daughter's name because it's tattooed about this region.
Yeah, oh yeah, right on their neck. I love my little princess. That's why my neck says princess.
Oh yeah, the one was the greatest because he looked like he was because he had the sunken face. And just like bags, like just darkened like bags underneath his eyes, and he's handing out roses to everybody. I'm like, he handed one of my daughter. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, because he had thorns on him still.
Oh Jesus! So he probably just saw a nice rose bush on the way.
And I'm like, what happens if he cut himself and he's got like AIDS or something? And he's like.
I'll be the coolest dad. I'll get all the girls some roses. Click, click, click.
He's handing him out. He boosted him from a funeral earlier. She's not gonna miss him.
Hey, but speaking of roses, Keisha on Valentine's Day, Keisha's dad pushes carts at Walmart, and her mom is a cashier, and somebody left a whole bunch of rose petals out in the parking lot. So he picked them all up out of the parking lot, threw them in the truck for her for when she went on.
They say romance is dead.
He said, it was like, well, they were perfectly good rose petals. Nothing wrong with using them.
Yeah, don't mind the glass shards. That's glitter.
I still love you, honey.
Dude, that was.
I'm making money and still sure I love you.
Yeah, that one made me laugh. I was like, damn, that's good.
It's gold.
All right. Anyways,
so
the kook,
the
roses,
some money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So he probably put them out there for somebody else to use again.
So the coup d'etat the whole entire night. So we did our first slow dance together, and my daughter's just like enjoying the whole entire time. She's hanging out with her friends, just having a blast. So we're sitting there dancing. And at the end of the song, I picked her up, kissed her, told her I loved her, and this I don't know. I guess this is where I'm kind of like split on. I pat her on the butt and I say I love you, and I had one dad come to me and he goes, "Oh, that's kind of weird. You slap your daughter's ass like that."
What? He must have been a stepdad.
Hey, I'm not shitting you. He tapped me on the shoulder after I put her down. He goes, "That's pretty weird. You slap your daughter's ass like that."
He said it's pretty weird that you're drawing attention to it.
Yeah.
And
yeah, sometimes Ava will run by, I'll smack her on the butt when she's running by or something. I mean, that's,
And I'm like, okay. So I told Addie, I'm like, hey, go, because she had a couple friends there. And I was like, yeah, go over there. And he was, yeah, he's just that was a pretty physical hit there. Pretty weird.
What,
Don't
was
you think?
CPS?
Yeah.
And I go, were you standing there watching me the whole entire time? Like dancing with my daughter? And I'm like, well, where's your daughter at? Are you keeping an eye on her?
It's like I'm the principal.
And I'm like, do you have a daughter here?
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, she's right over there.
Pick up chicks.
Yeah, what?
yeah. And it was just he was like trying to shame me about how I showed my affection to my own daughter, and I'm like, that's pretty fucked up, man. And he goes, well, he's like, I just want you to know. And I go, great. I'm like, well, that's funny because if you think that's a slap, let me show you what a slap is.
Oh, hell yeah.
And he goes, well, I was just saying that, you might not want to do that in public. I'm like, I'll beat the fuck out of you in public.
Yeah.
I'll beat the fuck out of you in public.
So you were instantly just
pissed dude,
at this guy.
My daughter,
you were red.
So after 10 minutes after this conversation, because it was about about 10 minutes of him and I talking to each other.
Oh, it was a nice conversation.
Oh,
there,
I told him, I'm like, yeah, just go on the other side of the gym because I'm like, if I see you the rest of the night, I might beat the fuck out of you.
Damn, dude. Well, fuck that dude though. For what?
Well,
I mean, what the fuck? Who the fuck is he to say anything?
Well, I didn't want him to say it in front of my daughter and make her feel weird about it because that would have made me even more pissed off over it.
It's not like you open mouth kissed your daughter.
Yeah,
you were
right.
Okay, that's a reason to say.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Hey, sir,
that's
sir."
That is a bit strange.
Yeah, right. But this is the thing though, and my daughter came back over to me after she's done dancing, like through one of the songs. She's like, "Why is your face so red?" I'm like,
blood pressure.
I'm just tired.
Yeah, well, it wasn't none of that dude's fucking business to come and say anything to you. You fucking smacked your kid on the butt. I mean, if you punish, I don't know if you punished your kids, but I got spanked on my ass all the time by my fucking parents. Like,
well,
you know,
that was a day off from actual beatings.
For him to
but that's what I'm like getting at because like
maybe
my mom
he's just one of those queefs that doesn't believe in fucking touch, you know, spanking a kid or so. I don't know. That's weird. That's weird that he came and.
Well, he's just like, well, you know,
was he one of those?
Well, because he's like, nobody wants to see that, and I'm like, you're the only one. Obviously you're the only one that saw it because you're the only one that's making a big deal about it.
Sorry, my hand got in the way of you looking at my daughter's ass.
Yeah, I'm like,
pervert.
Well, that's why I told him too. I'm like, if I see you looking at her, I'm like, I'm gonna jump all over you. I'm going to go to jail tonight.
Damn.
And he's like, whatever, man. He's like, I just want to tell you that it was just weird. And I don't know, I'm like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I'm minding my own goddamn business, watching my daughter.
Just for his name?
Oh no, but I know what he looks like, and I'm going to be looking for him.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. He's a pervert anyways.
Yeah.
God.
Probably got some questionable content on his laptop.
I wouldn't. Probably worse than Hunter Biden's.
Yeah. But yeah, that was.
I don't know, or somebody of importance that mingled in Ukraine.
Ooh. It's getting hot in here.
Well, we talking politics now?
No,
we're not.
What you got, Stevis?
I got my Dr. Seuss's birthday party, you know? It's coming up next week. Do you guys know what a scumbag this guy is?
No.
Alright, here's some info for you. I read a whole article about it.
Okay, cool. Hit me, fatty.
He created anti-Japanese propaganda for World War II.
Oh, Seuss?
Super racist.
Seuss?
Yes.
About the Japanese?
Oh, no, it goes
the...
further than that.
Oh, boy.
He had some questionable stuff.
Oh, no.
This was just one of the bigger ones. He didn't have children, and he actually hated them. Did you know this?
No, I did not know that either.
Here, this is a nice cartoon he did called...
Seuss!
Yes,
Doctor...
The same Dr. Seuss.
First name Doctor, last name Seuss.
This is a mom reading to her children a book called Adolf the Wolf. And the caption says, and the wolf chewed up the children and spit out their bones. But those were foreign children, and it really didn't matter.
Whoa!
Wow!
And you can't see his phone. It's just it looks like a few Who's from Whoville.
It does. It really does.
They're all reading this book together.
Who?
Yeah.
All right. But the worst. This is the part that makes him the biggest scumbag of all time. I'm pretty sure. Dr. Seuss's wife was dying of cancer or something, right? He not only just moves on, has a mistress full on in public and whatever.
Oh, while she's dying?
Yep. So she's so depressed she offs herself, and he marries his mistress days later.
Oh my god. So he was probably just like,
scumbag this guy is.
What a fucking
baller. Dr. Seuss.
So I figured
Dr. Seuss, you're the asshole of the week, dude.
He said, one fish, two fish, I need a new bitch.
I was trying to think of something that rhymed the whole time. But...
Yeah. Turns out green eggs and ham was about new things. And it was just his
green
new
eggs and ham
piece.
getting new fucking dame.
Yep.
He tucked his interest into trying anal over that book.
Ooh.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, when he saw his new mistress, I bet his heart grew 4 sizes bigger.
Something did.
It dick surely did.
Yeah, I knew part of those stories, but and the more I kept reading, I was like, dude, this is next level psycho.
I know. I feel like he probably just pissed off some old wench, and that's where the whole Grinch story came from. And he just changed a couple letters and said, "Oh, that mean old wench."
Very good.
Yeah, she's taking all my joy away, stealing my presents and stuff.
Yeah. Can't fuck my side piece. What a bitch she is. What a bitch she
What a
is.
bitch. Dr. Seuss was a fucking player back then.
Yeah.
God.
Yep.
Wow.
So, I'm sorry when you guys are dressing your kids up for Dr. Seuss Day next week. Just remember my stories.
Man, he
What
didn't
a
like
delight
so he didn't discriminate. He hated like all races and.
I had seen some black cartoons he'd done before too. So
boy.
I think it was pretty much across the board. He did not like the ethnics.
Seuss. You're losing your doctor's license, dude. You're nurse practitioner Seuss now.
You're back down to LPN Seuss.
Yeah.
You're a fucking aide now.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope he gets AIDS. Is he still alive?
No.
Oh,
no.
okay.
I think he died. He died a handful of months after his wife did. His first wife.
Oh, okay.
Who died killing
Good.
herself. So, yeah.
Well, he's probably still in heaven. He made a lot of kids happy. But he's up there just like, Jesus.
There's like, hey, buddy, you walk through these gates. Hold on. Hold the racism. Just keep off to the side, but you know, you
like
come
one
in
fish,
because
2 fish, red fish, Jew fish, and Jesus is like, no,
I'm Jewish.
stop fucking rhyming.
If there's bigger in any one of those rhymes, you're out of here.
If I hear a hard R in any of those rhymes, I'm gonna get really pissed.
All right, easy, boys. This is about ready to turn into a Trump rally over here. Settle down.
Don't give him his jacket.
What have you been into?
Well, that's so funny that you asked that question because my first thing I had written here was favorite part of a woman. And I don't want you guys, not the classic boobs, the ass, past all that. That's the obvious favorites. You know, what is,
oh, shit.
You know, like a sexy leg, the eyes, huh?
Yep.
With fucking just, that
like
cool
those
hearts.
blue lightsaber eyes. That's what I like. Yeah.
The old Luke Skywalker's hitting you right into that.
Yep.
I always love the hair, like especially like the color of it, and
you're not into like those blue hair ladies that are.
Oh no, no, because it might be guys.
Those are definitely guys. Beat me to it.
But if a girl's got like, because I'm like, I lean towards more like brunettes and like black haired girls.
Mm-hmm.
But if they have like really curly hair, it just I'm like.
No, the hair is I don't ever consider it at all. I just think of it as just hair. So that's it. I always like a good sexy shoulder on a woman. Just like a nice exposed shoulder. I'm fucking jerking off on that fucking thing.
You know what I don't find enough of? Women with a nice Adam's apple. Strangest thing.
If you go to Taiwan, you can find a couple, I heard.
Hey, baby, I tucked it back for you.
So, shoulder, huh?
Yeah, the old shoulder. Yeah, I don't know. I was just curious. I was like, because everybody's different. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, everybody's just like, oh, boobs. I was like, no. There's the boobs and ass man, but
I didn't say maybe lips.
Some big old dick suckers, huh?
Well, that's what we're getting at, but you know.
Like Feroz Bayok we were talking about last week, you know? She just had those big American History X. She just had huge lips, you know? Does it for me.
Yeah, I think anywhere exposed, just like the shoulder, any of that area is just always real sexy on a lady.
Good shoulder.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about this?
Uh-huh.
I know you have this problem at work.
Okay.
Somebody dropping a boom boom. Somebody taking
a deuce?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, Jesus, yes.
And why? Well, I feel like there needs to be a sign. No one at Granny's, nobody understands the courtesy flush. They'll go in there and shit and just smell their shit for 5-10 minutes before they flush it down the toilet, and then it just stinks up the entire place.
It lingers out into the room.
Oh, dude, it hurts. On Wednesday, Keisha was like sick to her stomach. Because we have deodorant in the bathroom.
I thought you were going to say she did. She dropped
No. Jesus, that would be wild. That would really turn the tables. But no. So it was just like back to back to back. And we just have deodorant in there. Because sometimes people don't wear deodorant to work either.
Yeah, you guys need to go Dollar Tree and get some like Febreze shit or something. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
It was horrific. And I just wanted to put a public message out there to everybody. If you take a shit, flush it down the toilet if you plan on sitting there for a little while. It's called a courtesy flush, and it's a courtesy, it should be a courtesy to yourself. I mean, I wouldn't want to sit and smell my own shit. Sometimes, though, I'll drop one that's real nasty, and I'm just like, ooh, I gotta get a little more of that.
Get this out of here. Get this out of here.
While he's playing online poker.
Not no more. I lost too much money on that. That's a story for another day.
Oh.
I got Ricky into that too, and I know he was like, "Oh, I've only lost a couple hundred," and I was just like,
"Couple hundred, probably was a good couple
That's all
grand.
I told you too, dude." And we both always lied to each other, dude.
Oh, Ricky.
Yeah, I just can't get into gambling. Like I want to try it. I haven't tried it, and I've done like a couple like scratch offs, but I just can't get into that like excitement of.
You're exactly like my wife. She's like, "Well, I have $5, and I'm gonna keep my $5. I win. It's the perfect gamble." She's
just like, you know you're guaranteed to get that, and it's just. I mean, I get the excitement, and I love it when people buy me like scratch offs for like Christmas or birthday or whatever.
Wink, wink.
Oh yeah, my birthday's next week, everybody. So send me postcards and
scratch offs.
Scratch offs.
Whole lot of scratch offs. We'll scratch them live for you guys. We'll all get a nice coin, and we'll fucking have just a big pile of shavings in the middle of the table.
Yeah, because I think
Steve will snort one with this.
Wonder what they do to you.
Probably make you make more bad decisions, and
which would be awesome because my birthday is Thursday next week. I think it's March 1st.
Mm-hmm. Second Wednesday is the 1st.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. It's Wednesday.
I thought you had the same birthday as Dr. Seuss. I was about to lose my shit.
I am reincarnated, boys. Here comes the racist tirade.
Easy. Hey, my wife's in the other room. Let's go play grab ass. She don't give a fuck. She's dying.
Oh, shit.
Oh, nothing gets me more worked up than cancer in my wife's body.
I know. What an asshole, dude.
A psycho.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Seuss is a fucking caboose.
He should be tied on the noose.
Yeah.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah, what an asshole. You guys ever make up lies to your parents when you were a kid? Have you ever get in some trouble and as siblings all agree on a lie that's stuck forever, like to this day?
I broke my hand on my brother. I went to punch him in the face, and he did this, and I got him on the top of the head. broke my hand, right?
Uh-huh.
So we agreed to tell Mom that I slipped in the shower and broke my hand.
Oh, dude, that's exactly
Awful.
like my stories I had
Awful.
for you.
But it's worse because, a couple months go by and he narcs on us. So we end up having to pay that
sold you
hospital.
down the river, huh?
Yep.
What a fucking asshole.
We didn't
Sean?
talk. Yeah, we didn't talk for like a year and a half
Shawnee boy.
after that. I didn't acknowledge him at school. We went to school together. Didn't acknowledge him.
Was it
didn't
one
have
of
a brother.
those, I'm going to fucking kill you if you tell Mom or Dad about this?
No, it was just a pact we had, and then he nerfed on us like
Wow.
a nerd. We got through it though.
Dude, Shawnee boy. I stuck to mine to this. I mean, I don't even know if my parents know about him to this day. I got a couple though. First one, my brother, we had got a hockey puck. We went to a Columbus Blue Jackets game, and I got a hockey puck out of it. And I just fucking loved that motherfucker. I obviously couldn't play hockey or anything, but it was just, I loved the thing. And me and my brother had a fight, and he went and grabbed this thing and took it and threw it at me. And I was completely, was off guard, didn't even try to catch it or nothing. Hit me in the cheek, fractured my cheekbone, gave me two black eyes. And as soon as he realized it fucked me up, he was like, we can't tell Mom and Dad. They're going to kill me. I think I was in 5th grade, so maybe 11 or something.
Yeah.
He was like 13. And so, yeah, I had to just make up a story how I had like fallen and hit in my face like on the couch.
You were an abused brother.
Yeah, I was very abused, dude.
Oh, it was my fault.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. And I covered for him. And then I had another one like a couple years later. I had this fucking pellet gun that I had bought. I'd saved up a little bit of coin and went to I bought it at Kmart.
Kmart had great pellet guns.
Kmart had an excellent pellet gun selection. I bought one that looked like a pistol and and this motherfucker hurt too. You ever been shot by a pellet gun?
Uh-huh.
They really.
Oh yeah, yes it does.
Those motherfuckers, those will get you. So, and my brother, sometimes he'd get a hold of it and torment me too. He'd just start fucking shooting me. Like, I'd just be chilling on the couch, he'd just come out laughing, just playing, And
he does have that psycho look in his eye now.
Oh, dude, he loved tormenting me, dude. It was daily torment. So, one time, he got a hold, I pissed him off, I did something. He chased me down and caught me, and Brian was like a fat kid, and I was like a skinny kid, so it was like 140 pounds versus like 200 plus, and he got a hold of me and was sitting on me, and his buddy was there, and he was like, shoot him, and his buddy shot me square in the fucking eye with this pellet, dude.
Holy shit!
Didn't mean to, but it was like, and immediately I was just like, I couldn't see anything out of my eye. I was like, I'm fucking blind. So then I had to fucking make up a story about that one too, dude, because like they were just
a wasp stung you in the eye.
Yeah, I told him I hid it on the refrigerator. I was like, I just opened the door and it just got me ready. and they bought it and believed it and everything.
I want to know if Jim actually believed that, or he just let you know.
And now they're gonna know all about it.
Yeah,
now.
they know all about it. Yeah, it's all out in the open now.
Next time I see Jim, I'm gonna ask him about that. Did you really think he hit his eye? And you're not that dumb, right?
Well, he honestly thought, Dad 100% thinks I'm that dumb. Without a doubt.
You're right. Paid off.
He would call his friend, he would call his buddies, and sometimes just be like, well, what stupid thing did your kids do today? Like, him and his friends would just talk on the phone and just, like, whose kids out stupided the other ones for the day.
We need to have those phone conversations.
My parents were always chatting on the phone. They were fucking phone chatters. That's something I love. That both of you guys are fucking phone callers. That's what I love about you guys. You got something to say? You're not fucking texting. I
hate texting. I really do.
Yeah.
And I'd rather like be able to talk to you and like. So when I send a text, you're not like getting what I'm like conveying to you.
No, yeah, you
or
can't
by reading it, but if I talk to you, you're conveying what I'm saying to you, and like if it's important or just me fucking off or me joking, it's Yeah, I just rather
You
talk
get
to
you get a reaction
Mhm.
like an actual laugh out loud as opposed to an LOL, which could mean anything. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember
you're taking
this.
up 10 seconds of my time. Leave me alone.
Look, sometimes I LOL, and this is what I did.
Yeah,
Sometimes I LOL, and I.
sometimes I go.
Regardless, all you're getting is LOL out of me.
Yeah, sometimes I go. What's good?
Yeah, sometimes I don't even LOL. Sometimes I just lie and say LOL anyway.
Yeah, I love. I mean, I'm an introvert, but I love like, especially people I know. I love, conveying with them and talking, especially you guys,
Oh yeah.
and it makes it's more heartfelt, and it just I enjoy it.
Well, usually when you think of somebody and want to call them, you already, if it's somebody you care about, you want to say more than just a couple things. Especially if it's you thought of something funny to say or something.
Yeah, when you put it in text, it's like, okay, I can put this joke in a text, and you might get it, or like, but if I say it the way I want to say it, then it might be funnier.
And
A
also,
lot of
you don't
abortion
want-
jokes are funnier said over the phone versus.
Yeah, plus you don't want that, that phone conversation is going to be on Dateline one day, you don't need that as evidence.
That's true.
Yo, and fuck that dude, by the way, too, at the school.
Oh, you're still working?
I'm still pissed at that dude. That's for you, guy. Not for everybody else to listen. Thank you to everybody else that listens.
If he does listen to this for some odd reason, I hope you know if I ever find you, I'm going to beat the fuck out of you.
Easy, Liam Neeson.
I will find you.
I got a particular set of skills.
And I'm going to find you, and I will kill you.
I have some skills. My favorite Liam Neeson is still A-Team Liam Neeson.
It's still on top of my refrigerator. To
There's
make
a
back to you.
planet. That's all right. When I'm ready to watch it again, I'll let you know. I'll be like, I need that. I'll be scratching at my neck. I'll be like, I need my fucking DVD back, dude.
I got an itch that only the A-Team can scratch.
Sorry, Qui-Gon. That's who he is for me.
Really? Yeah, I've Qui-Gon. That's respectable. I'd say that's like my top 3 Liam Neesons. Probably taken A-Team.
Definitely taken.
Although
yeah.
Gangs of New York, he's up there on that. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah, that's a really good movie.
It's a great movie. It's a doozy. The Butcher is just a fucking madman, dude. He's the one that really makes that whole movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a good movie. Now it's all like rushing back to me.
All 3 hours of it.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
I watched Scarface on TV the other day.
Really? I bet that was heavily edited.
Oh, dude, it was terrible. Man.
Say hello to my little friend.
It was right when he kills Frank, and he's just talking all that shit to Frank, and like literally every other thing he says is just, and they didn't even. Sometimes they try to like replace a word, or they'll like take a little snippet of him cussing earlier in the movie or saying something, but yeah, it was just all bleeped out.
I was. I'm sorry.
No,
Go ahead.
I this happened to me. I was flipping through the channels, and Blazing Saddles was on.
Oh,
what the? Why?
Yes.
Why are you wasting your
it's
time?
like the most like.
Why are you wasting
This
your
is
time?
not made for TV at all.
No.
The stuff you're taking out, it makes it less funny at this point.
You're right. That was the whole entire point of the movie. Was it being like
to say
racist
everything you can't
and
say
being,
on TV.
Yeah, I mean, I've even like watched
That's ridiculous.
like because I remember watching that movie and Brian and Jeff were there. And they're two, black guys. And have you seen Blazing Saddles? He's like, no. They laughed through the whole entire fucking movie.
Oh,
and just thought it was hilarious. Just thought it was the greatest thing ever.
It's funny
because they knew it was comedy. It was not like they were trying to be racist.
Yeah.
But they were portraying because they were racist back in the Old West, and
Worse than we probably give them
Oh,
credit for.
Yeah.
Dude, I was listening to a Joe Rogan podcast the other day, and they were just like bringing up snippets of Richard Nixon, and that motherfucker.
He had some colorful language. That guy.
Oh yeah.
I could not believe that this guy was a president.
What is that like the Watergate tapes? He says some pretty awful shit just in that.
Oh yeah, that.
Oh, yeah.
And then he was talking about the thing where it was some sort of cult that Alex Jones had broken into, that like all the elite people do. That's supposed to be like a sacrifice thing, and. And he was just like, that is the faggotiest goddamn thing I have ever seen. And this is like
I need to work that into my vocabulary.
And yeah, so
the faggiest thing.
Wow.
God.
So that was I was just like, God damn, how times have really changed. You know,
Yeah.
like now you can't even really say gay without offending somebody. And gay was the word growing up. That was everything was gay, dude.
Yeah.
Except a gay person.
Yeah, you're like, oh man, you suck at games, so gay. You're like,
Yeah, everything.
Yeah. Lame was not on the table.
Yeah.
Was gay.
Well, hey, little brother, you're gay. I heard that one all the time.
And
I didn't get called little brother. I just got called gay.
here's something I want
I was
to
tormented.
run past you guys if you'd want to, because I know you can do like mobile podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys want to do like expos, like anime expos?
Expose ourselves?
Yeah, well, we can expose.
Oh, I can expose something right now.
Yeah. I get hard up for because of teamwork.
I'm down to take the pod anyway. This is all we need for the pod.
Hey, the retro game convention's in town. I think is that in March? I saw it somewhere. March. Or April,
That'd be a cool one to go see.
And actually, I have she left a Canon digital like camera upstairs. It's not being used.
Even if we were walking around, I mean, we could still all hold our microphones. I can throw this in my book.
Well,
bag.
they have
I
those
just
like neck
hold
things
the
that you can
camera.
have that like hold like the speaker like right in front of you while you're like just walking around talking.
Yeah, I mean, I could literally throw this in a book bag and we could.
So I was just wondering like I was just wondering like maybe that's something you guys would want to do like go to like an expo and.
Hey, look at me next to this thing.
And
Next
maybe
to Pac-Man.
Yeah,
Sucking a dick.
That's an idea. The barcade might be a nice field trip.
Yeah, that's what I like the idea, LJ. I think that's an excellent idea.
Let's just pick like a day.
Yeah, even if we only had one microphone that we fucking, to make it easy. All I need is a book bag. I can throw it in there. I can put that thing on a selfie stick. If somebody wants to carry it, then that's literally all we need. We can fucking take the thing anywhere.
Yeah, and I just thought that'd be fun. Like maybe go to like an anime expo and just go and
live react to everything.
Yeah, just live react to everything and talk about bullshit. And
I gotta practice my surprise face.
Well, I Photoshop it on everything.
I know you do.
And the great thing is, since I'm single, I can look at all naked girls as half naked cosplayers. I will be.
They had those at the retro game, and it was just me and Colby, the 11-year-old, and
It was retro though, huh?
Yeah, they're dressed up like
Mario,
like the chick from Gauntlet or any of those old games.
Yeah,
a lot of bustiers
Gauntlet
and
was
such.
pretty cool though.
Gauntlet was a fun game.
Yeah.
I like that idea. That'd be a lot of fun, dude.
I mean,
I've never been to one either, so.
I've been to one.
All of us just get fucking shit jacked on a bunch of booze before we go in.
Get a party bucket of Fireball.
Oh my god! Why do you guys smell like cinnamon?
She's
a stripper I met a while ago.
We robbed one of those candy things at the Kroger. Why don't they have those anymore?
I don't know. They still got them at Meijer.
I just thought that would be something cool to do. Just,
yeah.
I mean, not that what we're doing right now is not fun and enjoyable. But I was like, let's get out and go talk about the same shit. Just
get some vitamin D.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I like the idea of doing a Dungeons and Dragons too. Doing a D&D podcast together.
Yeah.
Dude, definitely. Because I got like the starter kit. I got the essentials. I got like all the paperwork and everything. So I think
that'd be a lot of fun.
I could write out a story and just have you two play, or even if you guys want to bring somebody else into it and have a third person and do.
Yeah, I feel like we could do a quick campaign, even if it took us a few. Have you ever played D&D?
Mm-hmm.
It would be at least
Yeah.
at least a 2 hour.
Oh yeah, well that's what I'm saying. If we might have to split it up or something into a couple sessions, but
Yeah.
We could record it. That
what
is
the 80s
legit.
like, Steve? Tell the audience what the 80s is like.
We had original Transformers and G.I.
Whoa.
Joes, not the repros. All right, I got a hot take for you.
Lay it on me, fatty.
I want to blame Paul Rudd for the incest porn we see on Paul Rudd specifically.
How's Paul Rudd at fault for the incest porn?
Clueless.
Oh,
He makes out with his stepsister at the end of the movie. Therefore, Paul Rudd is behind all the incest porn. I'm convinced.
Paul Rudd is
Paul Rudd,
behind
if you
the-
see this, you're a nice dude. I'm sure
red
you're a great guy. I don't mean it. It's just a theory I was working on. I'm sure it's not real.
We'd love to have you on the pod.
Yeah.
As well, Paul.
I just saw the new.
Paulie's what I call him.
The new.
I'll give him a
I saw the new Ant-Man last week. It's really good.
Was it? I
Yeah.
was wondering how it was.
It was
I watched. Did I tell you I watched Wakanda Forever?
No, is it good?
Yeah, it was just it was all women, so I mean, they were some fucking tough broads, but
Yeah.
it was, it was just a kind of a all women movie.
All right. Well, not the all women movie we want.
No, I guess the all women movie we deserved.
Yeah, probably.
So Paul Rudd, he's specifically behind step-family porn.
Step-family porn. Because of Clueless. That's the theory I'm
He kissed
working
his
on.
sister.
Well, that would just be
Well,
like
what about
a Star Wars. That would just be
yeah,
like
go
Luke and Leia.
Star. Wow, there we go.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I
Maybe
forgot
it's
all
been
about
put
that.
into our brain for longer. Why haven't we not been making out with our step-siblings?
You guys haven't been?
Well,
You guys are getting paid?
but my step or brother, so
Yeah.
LJ, did you have any stories of cover up as a kid?
Oh,
We never got any of your input after that.
So I think I was 16, maybe 17.
Ooh, almost a young adult cover up.
And my sister, so she's 5 years older than me. So what that would have made her.
Early 20s.
Yep. I'm not gonna do math right now. And
None of us are in the shape. For
yeah,
that.
I'm not. And
23.
close enough. Yeah, I'll take it. And so my parents, because they own the drive-in, they went to go like New Hampshire because they knew somebody that owned another drive-in. They were going to go visit their drive-in, and so they were gone all weekend, and they left my older sister in charge of me, and I go, let's have a party. And I invited everybody I knew. Everybody. She's buying alcohol for all of us.
Oh, holy shit.
And
My house, that would have been like 5 people.
Yeah, well, yeah.
oh no, there was
I
at
don't need this
least
hand. I don't.
there was at least 35 people there.
Woo!
Damn.
That's a party.
And we were just, and my sister was like constantly going out, like people were just handing her money. They're like, hey, go here, go buy another case, go buy this.
Cool system.
Oh yeah, and so that lasted all night. And the next day, a couple of other people came over. Just it went from like 35 to maybe like 8. And
they're fucking real motherfuckers.
We hung out, and they brought their own alcohol though, but they took the caps and put them so where the cup holders were, like in like couches that have the cup holders. They put them in there, and nobody knew that they were in there.
And they closed it fucking back.
Because I remember we cleaned everything.
Oh, holy shit!
So
should have brought in the wolf.
Well, yeah. Well, my stepdad.
He's gonna say something racist.
Yeah. My stepdad is like was paranoid about that shit. So he scoured the whole entire house looking for something, and all of a sudden he goes, "Where are these 2 caps from?"
Oh.
And I'm like, I go, ask Cassie, my older sister.
Oh, hell yeah. Threw Cass under the bus.
And then she's like, yeah, but we had a party.
She snitched?
And then...
Oh, no.
I could
both have nerd siblings.
I couldn't watch...
I know, yeah.
Dude, I could not watch TV for 3 months. I couldn't play video games for 3 months. And I couldn't go hang out with anybody for 3 months.
Couldn't jerk off for 3 months.
Dick off.
Yeah, and basically, my mom. Oh, dude, she was so pissed off at me. It's so funny, but I did. So I'm like, yeah, let's go to the library, and I just read a lot of books those 3 months. And
what'd you learn?
it was hentai.
Yeah. Oh, he still goes dick back in the game.
I guess you could jerk off in those 3 months.
But yeah, that was and my older sister, she's cool as shit though, and it was just one of those things where it just, if that wouldn't have happened, we would have been scot free. Nobody would know the difference.
One
little slip up,
one little cut hair of a fucking bottle cap to.
Yeah, is that somebody's pube down there?
Yeah,
no,
they
it's like
found one goddamn pube on the toilet. They're like, I know you're these mother. This is a grown man's pube right here.
His ain't that curly. I know better. Yeah.
You also didn't know you were living with Matlock. Oh.
Yeah. But that was one of my stories that we try to keep from them. But sooner or later, like because I have 4 sisters, so that
sounds awful.
It really was.
That would.
No, hey everybody! I'll show you baby pictures of me, and
you were the 5th sister.
I was 1, 2, 3, 4th sister.
Oh, okay.
And my mom will tell you, like, I should bring my mom here because she'll tell you. My sister used to dress me up.
Oh boy!
And they put makeup on me when I was like 4 years old.
Threw makeup on a pig.
It is
just
as awful as I thought.
And when other older women would walk by, because I had really curly hair, they'd be like, "Oh, your daughter's beautiful," and my mom would go, "Thank you."
LJ.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she did not. She loves it too. My mom gets tickled over that shit. She's like, "Oh, I know, but he's a boy though. I know."
You were ahead of your time. You were ahead of your time.
You were.
I really was. You know.
You could have been man of the year also.
I know. No, woman of the year.
Whatever.
Either one.
We beat those bras and everything.
Yeah. Yep. So it's. But my sister Cassie, yeah, she's She's cool as shit though.
She's a narc.
Hell yeah.
Nah, she's cool, I'm sure.
I never narked. I was a narc free. I would tell all the time. Actually, I would get my ass kicked for it.
My younger sister Sarah, like, yeah, I'm like, you fucking speak of this to any of them, I'll throw you down the steps.
Kill you. Well, my brother used to literally, he'd just be like, I'll fucking kill you. If he would like grab a knife and he'd just be like, I will stab you if you fucking tell him.
He also does look like Private Pile before the haircut in Full Metal Jacket, so I believe him. I would believe him.
He would, dude.
Love you, Brian.
We love you, Bri. Oh. You guys, I got one more little question for you guys. What are you truly offended by? Is there anything that actually would offend you?
Whoa. What was it last week? Talking about Granny K.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the guy last night.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's definitely offense. But that was, well, I guess and that all was him just saying something too, wasn't it? So I guess we can be offended then.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to figure out like what would really offend me.
But I mean, you have to be like attacking me as a person.
Yeah, you have to just be an asshole, but you're being attacked at that. Well,
Yeah,
or being hurtful to somebody else. That would piss me off.
Yeah, somebody's yelling at your kid on a soccer field, or
I'm fighting.
or
You're
something.
right. You're right.
I am fighting already.
I always like to think I'm impervious to being like offended, so that's why I wanted to ask you guys.
I told you we were coaching that game, and he stepped in front, and the coach said, "Knock him on his ass," and Colby took it better than I did.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I was like, he said that?
Like, oh, knock you on your ass.
Yes.
You go talk to him.
Trust me, I can take care of himself on a soccer field, but he's probably going to lose in a round of these.
Yeah, you're right. Somebody talks shit to my kids.
Mm-hmm.
But if they did it online or something, I don't know if that would have... I don't think anything online can offend me then. You know, I think somebody could say whatever they want online. And
There's a difference when you're like in the moment, like face to face with somebody, and then being online, because like, you know, I've been told I'm trash.
Yeah, you know who you are.
And
Newsflash.
yeah, newsflash.
Yeah.
But it doesn't affect me, because it's like when you read it, you're just like, who fucking cares?
Mm-hmm.
But when you're in the heat of the moment and somebody's staring at you, you can actually like see their face and like see their reaction, and I think it's more personal, and you can't help yourself but to be like, what the fuck, you know?
Listen, you don't get adrenaline pumping doing this.
No,
I just get my LOLs off.
Yeah, I get my lols and my trolls off doing that.
Because when I see somebody who's like, hey, fuck you, motherfucker, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, LOL. Glad to see you're angry, dude. You fucking idiot.
Luna came home crying the other day because a boy called her ugly.
Ooh.
And Colby gave her retaliation advice. He said, wait till he's with his friends at recess, and then go tell him the reason he thinks you're ugly is because he kisses pigs. Which is very cleaned up language for Colby, because normally he'd say just kick him in the dick or something.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's very nice.
Nice.
Very,
Colby being a good big brother.
Yeah,
he is. Colby's a good egg.
Sometimes.
Well,
He's just as mean to her as our brothers and sisters
yeah.
were. So
Well,
this was a nice moment, though. So.
Well, what pissed me off was some of, I guess, maybe offended me was like some of the shit that you're getting over like the comedy shit. That, because I'm just like, God damn, dude, just chill the fuck out, you know?
Online?
what was
Yeah,
it?
online.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why I just feel like it's just like, dude, it's just something online. Like, I don't understand how anybody could get offended by that.
But it's like, it's exactly like this. Some people are into midget porn. Some people are into Asian porn.
Sorry
Some people
about
are into
that.
lesbians. I don't care what you're into. It makes if it makes your
I'm
dick
just running
stand
out of Instagrams over there.
Look at my toes.
but if it makes your dick stand up, who's to say it's wrong? That's your thing. I'm not a fan of Larry the Cable Guy, but that doesn't make him not funny.
Right, exactly.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
So don't start a fight over it.
Move
Move on.
Yeah, because it's like the, you have people that are, what is it called now? PC culture, and they want to reflect their feelings on you immediately.
Yeah, they're like the police of what you're allowed to say.
But
he wasn't on before. We talked about this like episode 2 about being triggered. Like, sorry.
But like what? I mean, if you're going to be triggered, don't watch it. Don't turn it off. It's so easy.
Pretty simple
but
solution. Thank
but
you.
to go out and put your feelings out there because they said something that's wrong, you're just feeding more fuel to the fire.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I don't like. I joke about horrible shit all the time.
Oh yeah.
But does that mean I believe in it?
No,
hell fucking
you
no.
joke of the opposite of what you believe. Because I think comedy's all about. I think what makes something funny, a lot of the times, unless it's like slapstick or something, is it's right on the edge of what should be joked about.
It's a great point.
You always there's an edge you have to find, and on that edge, there's always a joke to be made. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
as long as you walk right along. But if you make the joke on this side of that edge, you're a fucking piece of shit. But
But
if
you appeal to a certain amount
well,
of
yeah,
people.
but there's still some people that are just like, yo, that's fucking.
I fucking
that's
love
hilarious.
While we're talking about it, this younger people. I grew up with Bruce Jenner and they grew up with Caitlyn, so we're just not the same.
Oh, wow.
That's why I feel like they're triggered. It's just different. It's different time.
It is.
The 80s was a hell of a
That
run.
sounded like some Rodney Dangerfield right there.
Hey,
You guys had, I had Bruce Jenner, you had Caitlyn Jenner. Hey! We're not different.
we're not different. We both like the same guy.
They're both females now. Hey.
I love me some Rodney Dangerfield, dude.
Well,
He was the one-liner king.
actually, that is good. Now that I think about it, who are your guys' favorite comedians?
My all-time favorite is Stanhope. Doug Stanhope.
I listened to him. I listened to his newest one, I think. About it was like maybe 2018 or
Was it No
19.
Place Like Home, maybe?
He
Sound right?
starts off with just dead kid jokes right off the rip.
Oh.
He just comes that like for literally it's just 10 minutes. He's like talking about people starting to GoFundMe after their kid dies, and he's like,
Well,
and now you're trying to turn this into profits. Are you serious?
Stanhope's the best.
And I was just like, God, dog, this is some of the heaviest.
Oh, there's one special he has. I think it's called Before He Turns a Gun on Himself. It's pretty classic too. It's a lot of school shooter material.
Yeah, he says all the most offensive.
Oh, go ahead.
No, what? Who's
I
your favorite?
think he's still thinking.
Pablo Francisco is
Pablo.
Yeah,
I knew the name, but I don't.
because he does like a lot of like voiceover stuff, and he can like mimic a lot of other like
Sean's Cleveland voice.
Yeah, I do have good Cleveland.
Let me hear it.
Oh, hey, Peter, it's me, Cleveland. Oh, no.
That's cool.
Okay, yes,
That's just
yep,
gold.
I will take that. Yeah, but that's what he's good at doing. But he like turns it like it's like taking those characters and like mixing them into like different stuff, like because he's Hispanic and like the little tortilla boy and like, oh, you got to get out of here, he's a dude all sorts
He
of
does all the
nigger.
voices.
Yeah. It's, I remember watching him the first time and I laughed
I'm trying to remember if I remember him from O and A or not, but I remember him from somewhere. But yeah,
I love a good voice actor because it's so funny when they're saying something when they do it spot on.
Oh yeah,
and are saying something hilarious, and that person's voice is just like Shane Gillis with his Trump impression. Have you heard it, dude?
It's good. It's half-assed good.
It sounds like he half-assed, and he just nails how to just the things that he would talk about, and like he'd be like, this room, I've been in a lot of blue rooms, but this one is the best blue room. I've seen so many blue.
Yes.
Like he just knows how like the.
I love that you're doing the whole like.
I can see him doing it.
Yeah.
I want to say my hands are so big,
Huge.
They're huge.
Yeah, I love a good voice actor too. Yeah, I don't know if I really have a favorite. I would say if I did, it would probably be Dane Cook. The one that made me ever laugh the hardest would be Dane Cook when I was in high school. Yeah, I don't think I've ever laughed at a comedian as hard as I laughed. Steve Byrne, I saw him live.
Steve Byrne is,
Dude, I saw him live at the Funny Bone one time. And that was my favorite live act I ever seen.
We're missing, we saw him together.
Oh, when we went and saw, I've heard a couple podcasters even talk about his act too. They're like, he brings out a recorder at one point in this act, and I'm like, I saw that.
Who were we talking?
Old man, insomniac, Dave Attell.
Dave Attell.
Yeah, me and Steve went and saw Dave Attell live.
Dave Attell is hilarious.
Oh, he was so funny. Everything.
Never not funny.
He like he like mocked the crowd too. Like if he told a joke that was just like something dum-dums would get and everybody laugh, he'd just be like, ho ho hee hoo, that was a good one, huh? Like he would get so offended like when we wouldn't laugh at the jokes he thought was funny, but like you could tell he'd just say shit because he knew it would make us laugh, and he'd just get like annoyed at us when we laughed at it.
There is actually one that I would love to see live is Louis C.K.
I'd love to see Louis. Yeah, Louis in my top 3 for sure.
Gold.
I want the I can't remember the name of that special though, and we watched it because it was on. I think it was HBO, but they put it on YouTube. Mm-hmm. So we watched it. That was before YouTube got monetized and all their bullshit. And we watched the whole entire thing, and I was crying through like 3/4 of it because it was so fucking funny. That's how it was
the first time I saw Louis as well. I was literally crying.
It's just so funny, and I would pay at least like a couple $100 to go at least see him once. Well. At least.
Did he did some gold on O&A over the years too, where you're just like, man, how is this not a bit? Like he's just he doesn't even know he's being funny. He's hilarious.
I was listening. He said his writing, he doesn't even really write too much. He'll just come in with an idea and he'll hold on to that idea all day, and then he'll just go and talk about it on stage with everybody. And he said he likes going dark too, but he likes trying to let everybody know. He's like, hey, it's okay. It's okay that we're going here. Like,
yeah.
Because he said sometimes he'll come in with shit that's just too heavy, and he's just like, well, of course everybody's offended right now. I'm talking about fucking a dead chick or so, whatever dark alley he goes down. And that's what's so good about him is he can just find a dark alley, and everybody's on board with him. He just like leads us all in such a way that you're just like, all right, well, where are you going with this?
What did I say to you Wednesday? You're like, because when you got out of your truck, because I think we pulled in about the same time. And I even asked you, because you asked me like, how's your day? I'm like, oh yeah. You're like, oh yeah, what's doing, White Devil? I'm like, oh yeah, just hating the colors.
Yeah, I was like, hey, what's up, White Devil? He was like, oh, just hating colored people, and just like screams it out loud. I was like, easy.
Yeah, he's like, easy.
Like ducked over and everything. And I was like, holy easy, dude.
All right, before we move on, we're forgetting two. We forgot Chappelle. Chappelle's
Oh
always
yeah,
gold.
I do like Dave Chappelle.
And
yeah.
I forgot one of my
Chappelle's
favorite.
show.
I've
I don't
ever
think his
seen
stand-up
live.
is really too funny, but I think Chappelle's show was one of the funniest shows ever made.
One of my favorite I've ever seen live. Norm Macdonald.
Oh,
Norm
yeah,
is
Norm.
Fucking gold.
Oh, I
Yes.
even watched like the new
You saw him live too.
David Spade.
That's magic.
David Spade's touring right now, and I watched like what was it like 10 minutes of his like new stand up. It's actually pretty good.
Really?
It's actually really good, and
Spade's always a funny motherfucker. And he
and-
did stand up for a while, didn't he?
I don't know.
I'm sure he probably did.
well, I
It was on Saturday night. I feel like SNL got all their people from stand up.
yeah, because you got Adam Sandler, Chris Rock.
Wonder if
They
Will
were
Ferrell
all
ever
on
did-
shows before they did SNL, though, right? I might be wrong.
Well, they
know.
did.
I know Adam
what
Sandler
was
was.
it? The
Wonder if Will Ferrell
not
did
the
stand up.
Gremlins, but it was something that they all did. It was like role play acting,
yes,
not the-
Upright
not-
Citizens Brigade, something like that.
Yeah, not the Gremlins, but I'm
Yeah.
thinking something else.
Groundlings is what you're thinking.
Groundlings, yes,
Yep.
thank you. And that's pretty much where everybody that comes from SNL is pretty much from there. And I forget what the other one is.
The Comedy Store or whatever.
Yeah.
One of
And
those
where they
places.
find them at, really. And yeah, I mean they're all stand-ups. I mean, but they're all improvised
Improv
actors.
comedy, yeah.
Yeah, improv comedy. And they're all fucking hilarious. I mean, fuck, what's his name? It was Studio something, and I think it was Chicago. It's where Chris Farley came from, and I will say Chris Farley's probably like the funniest. He was the funniest fucking person
By volume.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna size up to that motherfucker.
Maybe Gabriel Iglesias, but he's
Oh,
funny.
yeah, Fluffy.
Tommy
his
Boy
funny's not up
Guys,
there.
Black Sheep. What was it? What was it? Ninja.
Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills Ninja.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
the most popular comedians right now were like Joe Coy and Fluffy. Like, they do Burt Kreischer. He does stadiums. Like,
Joey Coy, I like him.
Joe Coy's pretty funny.
Yeah, I like him.
Good things about the Kreischer movie. People
Have
have
you?
been talking about it. Yeah,
The Machine.
yeah. I want to see that.
I've seen some advertisements for it because the whole war with Russia started, so he had to like postpone it.
War.
God damn. What are you good for?
ruined
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Huh.
Huh. Well, that's one thing, boys. Is it seems like we all agree on like who's funny and who's not, or I was just trying to get the aspect of like even like people that you guys watch that aren't popular right now.
Well, I mean, Mark Norman and Joe List and their Tuesdays with Stories podcast is what has inspired all of this. And that they were talking about because they started their podcast pretty much just talking about Seinfeld all the time, and they were just like, can you believe this whole podcast is pretty much just like ripping off Jerry?
Yeah, Seinfeld.
So, like,
What's the deal with that?
Yeah, they're always dropping Seinfeld references and stuff, and he's like, can you believe like our whole podcast is just like kind of based off of us just ripping off Jerry Seinfeld?
and ours was from watching Tuesdays with Stories.
Yeah, and this was ripped off from watching other pod. I can't believe I even figured out how to make a podcast just on a whim. I was just like, I guess I can make one.
I mean,
I remember the phone call that changed my life.
yeah, or the text.
I know. Hey, get your tits over here, John. We're gonna do a podcast.
Get in, losers. We're making a podcast.
Yeah. Here's Sean in a Chevy. It was like, get in, losers.
Hell yeah. All right, well, we've went for an hour and 19 minutes.
God damn. Damn.
I say we wrap this up, boys. We don't want to spill too many of our secrets.
Got anything you
You
need
guys
to
only
plug?
get just. I have a couple dates I got to plug.
Yes, please.
Stockroom 601 next week. I'll be at the open mic.
Yep.
And then Funny Bone, April 5th. Get your tickets, folks.
Yeah, I
Keisha got a 4-man table. She said you guys can sit there with her.
Oh!
So you guys don't even.
I got bought my ticket.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Keisha, I'm sitting right beside ya.
So hell yeah, we got.
She won't let me sit next to her.
That's good. You can sit right by me.
I think Dad will be the other one sitting there with you guys.
Nice.
So, yep, that'll be a nice little table. So
Hell
April
yeah.
5th, I'll be at the Funny Bone. Funniest person. Half the people move on, half the people don't.
Hey,
I feel like I can at least be in
everybody,
the top.
if you're
first leg, if I'm not in the if I'm not in the first leg of
You hanging it up?
oh, I'm hanging myself.
everybody, please.
That's funny. You should tell that one. Everybody loves a good suicide joke.
I'm hanging it up. Everybody, please come out and support him.
Hell
please. I mean, he's my boy.
Get your tits out there.
Just get out there.
Show 'em off.
Yeah, just get out there. I mean, I know I got to work next day. I might take the day off, but
Yeah, who knows? It'll be early too. I think the show starts at like 7:30, and
I got a
it'll probably be
picture
done
of
by, like,
a
9 or
positive
something.
COVID test. Flu test. I'll send you.
God damn it!
well,
Are you kidding me?
we're gonna cut that out. We're gonna cut it out. Cut it
You're
out.
gonna throw that in here.
Cut it out. Cut
You're
it out.
making it an hour and fucking 21 minutes.
Yeah, cut that. Cut that. Cut that. Cut that.
All right, that's all we got for you, fucking
Later, everybody.
you guys. Bye, everybody.